Hello everyone. So, this is part 2 of my Welsh language video. I'll get straight into the action this time as there was an update last time. So, here we go. I'm going to finish the video, finish the emphasis on Welsh language by going over the consonants that I didn't go over last time, and then, as requested by a commenter, I'm doing a brief history of Wales and a bit of history of the language, and then some other cultural references too. So, here we go. There is some good news for English people trying to learn Welsh, because there are 8 consonants pronounced the same in English and Welsh. So they are B, D, H, M, N, P, T. And there is a double letter that is pronounced the same in both languages. That's double F. So the F sound remains the same in both languages. Now for some consonant differences. DD in English is obviously pronounced the same as single D in English, and as a matter of fact single D in Welsh. But double D in Welsh I suppose it bears some resemblance to TH in English. It's pronounced F, V over TH as in that. Now F, as I said, double F is the same in both languages, but F in Welsh is pronounced like a V in English, so that's Fenni when it's spelt F-E-N-N-I, not Fenni, right? So C and G are generally the same in English and Welsh. The K and G sound remains the same, but in Welsh it's always this hard sound, so as in cat and get, is never a soft G that you get in English, as in city or generate. And now for my top 3 hardest pronunciations in Welsh for an English person trying to learn the language. There are some rather good ones come on. So, R is roll. In some dialects or some individual speakers in English, you get the R roll, but R is that's a general pronunciation of R in Welsh. Now CH, this is a good sound, is not pronounced ch, as in chat in English. It's not that pronunciation. It's bach. From the back of the throat. It's a funny pronunciation that you don't get in English. And double L is number 1 because I've heard lots of different pronunciations of this that are all wrong. So I've heard it pronounced like an L in English, or as a matter of fact a single L in Welsh. I've heard it pronounced as a CL, as in clear, that sound, also incorrect. It's the best way I can describe it in resemblance to a sound you get in English is an H followed by an L. It's not exactly this sound, but this is the nearest resemblance I can think of in English. So it's Llan. Llan is a funny sound, but yeah, one you just need to practice, I suppose. So that's the end of the Welsh language bit. Now for a brief history of Wales. So 1 to 2,000 years ago, so we're talking Roman and Saxon times, Roman and Saxon invasions pushed the original Brits who were living in England into the area which is now known as Wales. So that's your first bit, really. And Wales as a country only came into existence in 1536 when Henry VIII, with Henry VIII's Act of Union, when that was passed, is when the country came into existence. And before the late 18th century, so this is late 1700s, by the English, Wales was viewed as a place that wasn't really developing. It was, I suppose inferior to England. But this all changed in the Industrial Revolution, when Wales became much more well known because of iron and coal industries, and then as the Industrial Revolution was going on, Wales was one of the most industrial areas in the world. So it really came into light then in the Industrial Revolution. So, and in the 1920s and 1930s, when there was a massive economic crash, there was great migration out of Wales, and there were concerns over the existence of Wales. So that's why now the red dragon is the national flag, and that, again, back to these campaigns to retain the Welsh language. Just there's been pushes on Welsh culture to really ensure Welsh culture is retained. Now, and the Welsh language, lastly, it is protected by law. So, now on to a couple of extra bits. One question that's often asked about Wales is why are there so many castles? The simple answer is because back several hundred years ago there were many Norman invasions of Wales from England, and the Welsh built lots of castles to defend themselves, is a simple answer to that. And another thing is most English people don't really know about the cuisine of Wales. It's not a world-renowned cuisine. But there are some special things and delicacies in Wales. The example I'm going to use is breakfast. So, a traditional Welsh breakfast is cockles and lava bread, right? So cockles are marine sort of shellfish type things. That's strange things, yeah. Marine animals with shells. And lava bread is made from edible seaweed, believe it or not. It plays no resemblance to normal bread. But what you have to be careful of is often in a restaurant, when Welsh breakfast is on the menu, this is English breakfast, is what that's referring to, so bacon, sausage, toast, etc. When Welsh breakfast is on the menu, it probably isn't this. But cockles and lava bread is still nevertheless a traditional Welsh breakfast. Right, so this brings the video to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.